Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video live from inside my car right now, getting ready to go into the gym. And I had received an email a couple of hours ago, and somebody was pretty much sharing their story in terms of how they're getting into selling on eBay. They're working a job and they're not sure if they should risk it all on eBay. And there's a lot of people out there who have similar stories. They want to start an online business, they want to start reselling, and they're just not sure, is it worth it to risk it? And I want to just kind of come to you guys live and talk to you a little bit about this, because there's two types of people in this world. There's the person who's willing to take a risk and go for something even though it's not guaranteed. And then the other type of person is they just want to be comfortable. They just want to clock in, clock out. They want to know that they're going to get guaranteed pay. And here's the thing. When you're selling on eBay, you're selling on Amazon, you're selling on Poshmark, you've got to risk it. Tristan says, risk it for the biscuit. You've definitely got to risk it. And I'd like to even share with you guys a little bit about what's going on in my life right now. I'm taking a risk currently right now. We're actually getting ready to sign a lease on a 1,250 square foot warehouse. And you want to know what? I don't have a complete vision of exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I think this could parallel a lot to you guys, even if we're not on the same level. Sometimes you've just got to go with your gut. You've got to go with your intuition. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to get to the end result, right? Because a lot of times you might be here and you're trying to get here and it looks like it's a straight line, but it's really not. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And a lot of people get caught up in the planning stages. They've got to plan everything out. They've got to make sure the stars align. They've got to know exactly how they're going to get from step 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 10 to 20 to 40 and ultimately get to the end of that result of building a profitable business. But a lot of times things aren't going to go the way that you think they're going to go. You've got to take that step. You've got to take that leap of faith, and you've just got to go for it. Have that vision, but be smart about it. In 2019, you can research, you can do your due diligence, you can network. There's Facebook groups, there's YouTube channels. You don't need to go into eBay blind. You don't have to go into an Amazon business blind, right? Get around the right people. Be resourceful. Do your research. Make sure that you understand your budget and how much money you have in your bank and what's a smart decision and what's not a smart decision. But at the end of the day, you've got to be willing to risk it. You've got to be willing to go for it. And right now, in terms of what's going on in my life, we're getting ready to, like I said, to sign a lease on a 1,250 square foot industrial commercial property right here. And in terms of what we're going to be exactly doing in our business isn't 100% clear. There's a couple different ways that we source and we sell. We sell on eBay, we sell on Amazon FBA, but once you acquire a warehouse, and I'm going to be having 2 employees actually on the books. So I'm going to be doing things the official way this time. Usually I use 1099 contractors and virtual assistants, but for this particular business, I'm not really going to be able to get away with 1099 contractors. So there's going to be a lot of overhead, right? With warehouse and with paying 2 full-time employees, I'm going to be in the hole over $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Just bottom line, I've got to make $4,000 or $5,000 profit just to pay the rent, just to pay the employees, right? To pay the payroll. So that's a risk. Do I have a complete game plan of exactly what I'm going to be doing? I don't, but I have a couple different strategies, right? I've built some relationships with some big Amazon sellers that are international who have stranded inventory, who are sending me stuff. I have some great connections to liquidation and pallets that other resellers don't have access to. Obviously, you guys know I love thrifting. I love garage selling. So there's quite a few different opportunities that I have, but I don't have a complete vision. I don't have a complete step-by-step strategy. I'm going to figure it out along the way. And whether you're in a similar situation as I am, or you're just getting started, and maybe you're working full time and you're trying to build a $1,000 a month eBay business or a $2,000 a month or your first $500 a month, you don't have to know exactly how to do it. Get started, list that first item, go out to that first garage sale, download the Amazon seller app. When you are selling on eBay, selling on Amazon, when you're getting paid to build value as an entrepreneur, you're bringing these products to the market, you're getting paid to overcome problems and hurdles and obstacles, and you're not going to know exactly what the next step is. It's kind of like driving on the highway or driving on a dark back road in the middle of the night, and your headlights only see 20, 30, 40 feet in front of you. That's the same way it is real life entrepreneurship, right? Now you can call up a friend and say, hey, I heard you drove those 5 miles through the mountains. Can you tell me what it's all about? And they might say, yeah, well, make sure around the 2-mile mark, there's a lot of deer that run by, or it gets really slippery at nighttime around this curve over here. So you can kind of get a heads up. And it's the same thing with Facebook groups and YouTube channels. They give you a heads up with shipping. They'll give you a heads up with sourcing. They'll give you a heads up with, hey, be careful. Once you start to hit this $20,000 a month mark, you know, you're gonna have to pay taxes and so on and so forth. But you really can only see 20, 30, 40 feet in front of you when you're running a business. So don't get caught up in trying to plan every step. You've gotta have faith, you've gotta take a risk, and people who aren't entrepreneurs are gonna think you're crazy. I have people in my life right now who are saying, Steve, you've got things good, man. You run an online business where you don't have to go check in on employees. You don't have to have all this overhead. You've got things good, but you want to know what? There's something inside of me saying, Steve, it's time to take the next step, and I've got to do it. So I'm doing it, and people are still saying, well, you don't know exactly what you're going to do. What are you going to do when this happens? What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with this? How are you going to pay this? How are you going to do that? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't exactly know. But I have faith that anytime I put my back against the wall, I will find a way. I will find a way to make things work. And that's just a belief that I have. And I truly, honestly believe if you want to make it selling on eBay, if you want to make it selling on Amazon, reselling, whatever it is that you're deciding to do, you're watching this channel because I'm sure you want to get started or continue growing your reselling business. You've got to have faith. You've got to be willing to take a risk. If you sit back trying to plan everything out, your life's just going to pass you by. Over the last 6 years on this journey, from quitting the Cracker Barrel to where I am today, I don't care how resourceful I could have been. I don't care how many people I would have talked to, how many books I would have read. I never could have planned in a million years all the crazy stuff that I've been through over the last 6 years on my journey and all the opportunities that have presented themselves. So take step one and have faith that the next door is going to open, that the next stepping stone is going to appear, and just go for it. So I just want to send you guys some love and this positive message today. If you enjoyed this video, do me a big favor and smash that like button. I got to get into the gym right now. We got a bunch of stuff that I need to drop off at a storage locker because I've been working out of a 300 square foot storage locker, and there's no bathroom there, and there's a lot of logistical issues that we're having to deal with over there. So yeah, keep you guys posted. Appreciate you all, and have a good one. Bye.